Welcome to Backstage with Geoffrey Morrissey. We are here at Boston Calling yet again. I am joined by the person who opened up Saturday, Ellen from Palehound. Ellen, how has the day been going so far? Great set, by the way.
Thank you. It has been very hot, sweaty, and my whole body is dripping, but it has been great. I got to see Lizzo, and she's like my favorite rapper right now, so I'm really happy. I don't know, this is good.
As you should be, as you should be. Who else are you looking forward to seeing today?
Courtney Barnett today. I might stick around for Robin too. I'm kind of sick.
Oh no.
I might like go home depending on how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure.
Courtney Barnett is just the best.
She's
I love her.
We just hung out a little bit, which was crazy for me because I'm a huge fan.
What'd you guys talk about? Oh, I fanboyed too. Don't worry. She is.
So nice that it was just like a normal conversation. I don't even remember what we talked about because I was like blacking out.
No, I can relate. The heat and the excitement. Speaking of the best people ever, you toured with our pal Torres. How was that? She's
Torres?
Yeah, she's one of my favorites.
Yeah, she's awesome. That was like a great tour. She is really cool, and her band is really cool, and the shows were awesome. She has really dedicated fans that were also like very into watching the opening act, which is cool. And I just think she's awesome. Yeah, we had a really great time.
And you guys are a great match together too.
Yeah, you know, I hadn't really heard much of her before we got asked to play the tour, but I was really excited when I heard her stuff.
No, definitely. And then so, as a young artist, you're touring a lot. I'm sure that you must have like a horror story of you showed up at a venue and it was just awful. Like, what's one of the like road stories that's just you would rather forget?
We stayed at this guy's house, and very, very long story short, his house was very, very dirty. But the worst part was that the dog that was there that we like had been like petting the dog for like 20 minutes and like burying our faces in her, and then he was like, oh, by the way, she has fleas.
Oh!
And that was like one of the scariest, worst things that happened. That's, you know, if we had fleas, we would have been screwed.
Yeah, that's lovely.
The whole rest of the week, anytime we had a niche, we were like, oh my god, no.
Now, was that the huge dog that you posted the picture on Facebook with?
This is a really long time. This is a while ago.
Yeah.
Good thing there really haven't been that many horror stories recently.
Well, that's good. That's always good to avoid. And so, I mean, Boston's music scene, the strength of it is just represented by the acts that they got to play here, especially the local acts, and we now have a local stage. What do you think makes Boston special? Why is there so much talent that's like bubbling over now?
I just think it's because it's such a small city and people like give a damn and pay attention. And I think that there's a lot of things to say about having a small scene. Just, you know, people pay attention and are excited, and it's not too sprawled out, and it's easy to just kind of like find a place.
Yeah. No, without a doubt. And then so, Boston Calling must be one of your bigger shows. How'd you get picked to play the festival?
I have no idea. I really don't know. I just got emailed about it.
Sweet.
That's it, yeah.
Exactly. And when you get the email, you know you have to say yes too.
Oh,
Yeah. Have you been to Boston Calling before?
No.
No? Oh, sweet. Nice.
Yeah. I'm scared of big festivals.
Yeah.
Because I get really hot, and I really just don't like being around a ton of people at the same time.
Yeah.
But this is obviously an exception because I'm having an amazing time here. But
Oh, well, good. And then so, tell us a little bit about your album, Dry Food. Maybe one of my favorite questions to ask is if you had one word to describe it, what would it be?
neurotic.
Neurotic.
Yeah. Just, I don't know. It was just kind of came from a period of time where I was very scared and anxious and kind of like self-hating and self-deprecating. And I just kind of needed to do something that made me feel worth my own time.
Yeah. And then how'd you get the name Dry Food?
Dry Food?
Yeah.
From the song.
Yeah.
On the record, Dry Food. And I just kind of thought it like summed up kind of like this bland monotony, like, you know, kind of like I have 2 guinea pigs and I feed them the same dry food every day because I have to, and it's good for them and they hate it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's kind of like about sums up how I felt at that time.
Oh, sweet. And then so, what would you say was the toughest part of recording the album? Did you go into a studio or did you just kind of do it living room style?
The toughest part of recording was just getting over my nature as like a perfectionist. You know, because I'm really like just brutal on myself when I hear myself play back on things, and I really had to like take everything in me to like use the time in the studio as well as possible, because I was just so nervous.
Yeah. No, and it must be tough when you have that time constraint on it too.
Yeah.
And then well, this is going to be my question that I'm going to ask everyone at the festival, and we'll see how many people can give a great answer. We're putting together a super group, living and dead. Who's singing? Who's on drums? Who's on guitar? If off the top of your head, who would you think?
Living and Dead.
Yeah.
Carla Azar on drums. I don't know if you know her. She drums for Autolux.
Oh, okay.
And she drums for Jack White. She's my favorite drummer. I mean, next to Jesse, who plays with me. I'm not just saying that because he plays with me. I love him. But okay, Carla Azar on drums. Wait, do I have to be in the group, or I'm?
You certainly can be. I think you'd be a worthy choice.
No, okay, no, okay. If I'm not in if I don't have to be in the group, I don't want to be in the group. Vocals and guitar, Annie Clark, I think. And bass, Kim Deal.
Deal. Sounds like a good group to me. I'd go see him.
I would definitely go see them.
And then this will be my last question for you. Who has your ear right now? Who are you listening to?
Who am I listening to right now? I'm listening to a lot of Lizzo, who actually played today. I'm listening to the new Frankie Cosmos album.
Oh my God, I love her.
So good.
Yeah.
I don't know, a lot of people.
Nice. Now, so I'm gonna say, have you listened to that project that Lizzo does with Sadie from Speedy Ortiz?
I mean, they haven't done that much, but I did listen to that.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us, and have a great day.
You too.